He was like supposed to be like the father of psychology, one of
Yeah,
the greatest
Sigmund
psychologists.
Freud.
Yeah, and he prescribed people cocaine all the time,
Yeah, that's a good
and he was
psychologist.
like, so I mean, I guess stuff was just like on a whole different way of
Yeah,
thinking
you
about
weren't
things.
seeing straight the whole time because you're on crack.
I mean, they're like, you got problems, do a lot of this. Your
Okay, that
problems didn't
makes a
go
lot of
away.
sense.
Oh, you didn't take it.
You gotta take more until you die. Okay,
But
then
you're
you'll be
still
good.
have just do some more.
Just keep doing more
But
until you pass
but yeah,
out.
he said some weird stuff. He said that like everyone wants to like bang their moms and stuff. And he's like, yeah, he like tried to analyze dreams and like everyone wants to like have sex with everyone. He's like kind of a weird guy, but that's like
Interesting.
he like even psychology books nowadays. He's like, yeah, he's the father of everything. He's like the most wisest psychologist ever.
I don't. Psychology to me just makes me want to go to sleep
So
because it
I
doesn't
think
make sense to me.
I think it's all so BS. And I'll tell you why. I think psychology is just that people give like definitions and put names on things that is like obvious thing. Like,
It classifies you into, oh, you're this then. You
yeah,
have
they
this
make these
thing.
stupid classifications. Like,
Yeah.
if I was like training you to do something, I could either like whenever you did something good, I can reward you, or whenever you did something bad, I can punish you. And it's like
That's
positive.
interesting though, that technique you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because we do that. I intern at zoos and stuff, and I've seen clicker training. Basically, what it is,
Yeah.
you keep using this clicker, and then once they do something that's towards the like positive response to it, you give them like a treat or something. Then after months of doing it, they learn once they hear that clicking noise that they do this, they get rewarded.
Yeah. Like associate something
It's
with.
really interesting. Even like animal, like I think I'd say most type of animals can learn some sort of concept that is similar to that clicker type of training. Like lots of things can learn it.
Oh, I agree with that, and I definitely agree with that point of view with like that field of psychology. But just the thing that okay, like you put a name like positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement. It's like you don't have to name it. That's just okay. That's the concept. But just putting all these stupid terms on it, that's like okay.
I don't know. I think we have a big thing with having to classify something. Everything's got to be classified in some shape, way, or form.
Oh yeah, that's it.
I don't know why. It
But
just has to be.
but here's the thing. Whenever you're like a psychologist and you're dealing with an individual who has a problem, individuals are so unique and so different from one another, especially their brains and the way they think and act. So whenever you're saying, okay, I learned about A, B, and C in psychology, and whenever you meet a person and they don't fit into any of the categories,
Then you don't know. It's like,
yeah,
oh
then you're like,
no,
what page was
this
this?
wasn't in my manual.
But you're not this. I tried negative reinforcement, positive punishment.
Oh, I'm all ideas. I'm going away.
Yeah, it's like so. Sometimes I think that psychology is kind of like okay, people are so different where sometimes even though these are like the main concepts that maybe some of the studies like clicker training that is a way where you can get someone to do something.
Not everything that they say works for everyone. I think.
Yeah,
is
it's
what
like
you're
okay,
saying.
sometimes you're gonna come across a situation
That
where
you don't know the answer to.
yeah, where not every animal is gonna respond to that clicker
No.
training. So then what do you do?
You
And
don't.
I think a lot of people who like got these whatever they want doctorate in psychology, and they just keep looking for answers and answers.
And they got
but
nothing.
yeah, but not all the answers are in books. And
No.
sometimes you just need to step back and think and say, okay, let me just look at it instead of, looking through pages on my book. Let me just think for a second.
You're never gonna have answers to everything and anything that you do. I believe
And yeah, that's the fun part though.
that
Figuring out
is because you
stuff.
always got something to figure out.
But yeah, that's why I'm not, a huge fan of psychology. I just think
I
that
thought you were. I thought you were all into psychology.
that like the psychology where you can how to motivate people and how to get people to respond to a certain thing, but just like memorizing the terms and put like
No, that's
like the
not-
psychology you go to school for, like
That's
okay,
cool.
and then he's schizophrenia with a minor in
And he's got AIDS.
schizophrenia with minor in algebra. These stupid classifications.
Yeah,
Just like
I don't know. That's all dumb.
and like all the diseases, like okay, if you meet A, B, and B, or excuse me, A, B, and C, then you have ADD or
Yeah.
something. It's like okay, I'm pretty
don't
sure
understand
that if anyone
But
takes
if B doesn't equal C, then D could be this, and then you could have that, and this could lead to this. Like, now it's coming all together.
yeah, but to be honest, I'm fascinated about like the way people think and act, and especially what can like motivate people, and especially like how large groups of people in when you throw someone in your group, they can act differently than they would before. But just like putting terms on stuff, I don't.